Welcome to episode number 5 of his Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. And today, I'm obviously playing my Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. It's been a long time since the last episode. I believe the last episode was like early January, and now it's what? Today is April 17th. It's Easter. At least the day I'm filming this video. This might be done up the day after Easter. I'm not that for sure. But either way, it's been what? Over 3 months since the last episode, but better late than never. Episode number 5, like I said, and like it says up in the title at the top of the, and like I just said 40 seconds ago, 2 games in this episode, 1 full game, which will be this game. The first game will be the full game, and the second game will be the third period only game. And the third period only game, it's kind of self-explanatory. I've seen the first 2 periods, and then hop into the third period and play the rest of the game. And then the full game is self-explanatory. You play the entirety of the game. I mean, you don't really need. The only way to figure that part out, what, a full game is the entirety of the game, and the third period only game is only the third period. Everyone should know that, unless you don't have common sense, which everyone should have common sense if you don't have, like, if you're normal, really. If you're not, well, that's what it means. Which, if you're not normal, I'm not trying to make fun of you, I'm just saying that, I'm just explaining it. Full game, which is the entirety of the game, third period only game, just the third period. So this game, against the Oilers, at home, is the full game, and the next game, which is against the Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins, at home, will be the third period only game. So both games in this episode are at home at Planet Fledge Arena in Seattle, Washington State. Seattle. So it's the Oilers at Kraken in Seattle, and then the Penguins at Kraken in Seattle as well. They're 12-8-1. We're 14-8-1. So the only difference is that, like I said, the Oilers are 12-8-1, and the Kraken are 14-8, or the Oilers are 12-8-1, and the Kraken are 14-8-1. So we've played 2 more games than the Oilers. Right now we have the 7th best record in the NHL points-wise, and I believe we're like 2nd place in the Pacific Division. So yeah, let's get into the game right now. And by the way, Vinny J, so you didn't kind of see up in the top right corner. Let's go back for a second. Up in the top right corner, I know it might be kind of bright, but he's played 23 games. He's 11 goals, 10 assists, 21 points, and he's a 73 overall. He's been injured a few times, but here in this Be a Pro, if you get injured, if it's in your rookie year, you don't miss any games. The only game you miss is the game you get injured in. So yeah, Oilers at Kraken. Let's get into it right now. So that's Connor McDavid, right? Yeah, Connor McDavid for the Oilers. They have McDavid, Draisaitl. They have Ovechkin? Why do the Oilers have Ovechkin? So who is their captain? Is that Ovechkin or that? I think that. No, that's not Ovechkin. I don't think that's Ovechkin. That's the captain's still McDavid. But they have McDavid, Draisaitl, and Draisaitl like the Dunref, and like that. McDavid, their captain, I believe, and Draisaitl, like in real life. But they also have Ovechkin? What? Well, home uniforms for us, away uniforms for them. That's me. I was Vinny J was that featured player for the Kraken uniform. Really does. Style traditional in 4 minutes. Still pro, on ice, adapter, or excuse me, on ice, trainer, adaptive. Let's get into the game right now. I know it's been, like I said, over 3 months since the last episode, but I've been busy with school, sports, and obviously filming out other episodes of other series of mine. But like I said 4 minutes ago at the start of the video, better late than never. Let's watch the presentation. James Zabalski. I'm the starter. Starting left. I'm the left winner for Seattle on their first forward line. So I'm starting, and we lose the opening face-off. Here's Ethan Bear. Here's McDavid, and that's a glove save by Vince Vanacek, I believe. Yeah, good save. I've played the series between the last episode and now, but I played it like in real life like 2 weeks ago. Oilers have lost 3 straight. Here's Giordano, who in real life, yes, I know I got traded, but the same is still on the Kraken. He's still, I believe, our captain. and I got caught from behind by someone. It might have been definitely McDavid. It might have been Ovechkin as well. I'm not sure if they're on the same line or not. Did poach head by me. Here's Eberle. Come on, pass it. It went up ahead, intercepted by McDavid. Ovechkin and McDavid are at least out here right now, so they must be on the same line. Here's Yamamoto. Here's McDavid, and it was a one-time bid for Ovechkin, but it was intercepted by Adam Larsson. Back the other way, and it's a stop by Mike Smith. 16:03 down in the first. McDavid and me. Well, I played 2 more games than McDavid because the President played 2 more games than McDavid. Or I played. Vinny just played 2 more games than McDavid because the President played 2 more games than the Oilers. That's what I meant to say. 1-0 in Seattle. Jarrett McTannen said he scored 13:34 down in the first. 1-0. Or I'm not center. 13:44 to go in the first, no score. Or excuse me, 1-0 in Seattle. Here's Gord scores! Johnny Gord! As it was nothing between him and the goalie, and he went backhand, forehand, and I think on the backhand he put it in off the post and in. As there was nothing between him and Smith, and yeah, backhand, forehand, he ended up shooting on his backhand, and the puck hit the right post and went in, and the Triton lead 2-0 in it. 13:02 down in the first, 2-0 in Seattle. Assisted by me, or I actually got to set an assist. I did get an assist on that. And what a hit! What a hit! Also, let's look at Landeskog. I should have fought the guy, but I just don't want to. Not that I don't want to. It'd be fun if I did. It would be. So we have Hayden Fleury. Passed up ahead now. Here's Gord. And dumped in. I might have bumped him accidentally. Here's Teeth. Up ahead, Nugent Hopkins. Landeskog is on the scene. Here we go. I got intercepted. Now Eberle back the other way. Here's Gord. Up ahead. Vinny J. Over to Eberle. Shot some rebound. And it's stopped by Smith. And my backhand, I mean, it was a bad shot. I didn't for that. Draisaitl, 29 points, 10 goals, 19 assists, 29 points for the Oilers. Leads this team in points. 9:43 down the first, 2-0 in Seattle. We're on the power play now with 7:39 to go in the first, and it's a 5-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 31 seconds. So 91 seconds, 5-on-3, up to 7:39 to go in the first. Here we go, first power play of the day. It's a 5-on-3. Here's Jarnkrok. Smith said no, threw it out. And now, here we go, out in front! Smith said no to Vinny J. 1:19 to go in the 5-on-3. And we might have some 5-on-4 time after that if we don't score. Or if we score, then obviously it'll be 5-on-4 if there's any time left in the 5-on-4, which there probably will be. And that's it. Same thing if we don't score in the 5-on-3. Hopefully we do. Here we go, face-off win. Jarnkrok, Blackwell. Shot turned aside, and then there was an Oilers player right in the top of the crease who dumped it all the way down. 1:05 to down on the 5-on-3. Here we go, pass up ahead now. Vinny J behind the back pass is a bad one, and he'll dump it all the way down. 50 seconds to down on the 5-on-3. 6:55 to down in the period. Now it's behind the net. Here's Donskoy. Up ahead, Blackwell. Left circle. Vinny J in the slot. Across. What a pass! But I don't think he got a shot. He just rammed Smith. As I just had this assist on that first, or that second goal by Yanni Gord. The first one, as I just said, by Jarrett McTannen. I wasn't on the ice, but I did the second assist on Yanni Gord's goal. 5:39 to go in the first. We did not score on the 5-on-3 power play. Still 2-0 in Seattle. 5:39 to go in the first. It was on that goal scored by Yanni Gord, and then it was assisted by, I think, H. Fleury, which I believe is. If I'm injured, I'm literally going to lose it, especially filming. Here we go, here's Eberle, lost it, now Ovechkin has it. Like I said, it was a goal scored by Yanni Gord, assisted by, I believe, it was H. Fleury. I believe that's Hayden Fleury, or something Fleury, H. Fleury, because it's obviously it's Marc-Andre Fleury. We don't have Mark. I just nailed McKinnon, or not McKinnon, but, McDavid, not McKinnon. We're not playing the Avs. That got intercepted by Ethan Bear. 3 minutes to go in the first. 2-0 in Seattle. Here in Seattle. Here's Ovechkin. Here's Bear. And that's a blocker saved by Vanacek. And now Jamie Oleksiak behind the net. I don't know what I did off the ice because I've seen when you get hit when you have like my energy bars in the red. If you get hit when your energy bars in the red, you might get injured or something. That's happened a couple of times. I got it off. That should be in the first period. And it's now 3-0 in Seattle as Thomas Tatar scored. 3-0 in Seattle over Edmonton after 1 period of play here in Seattle. I got an assist. Yeah, shots are 17 in favor of Seattle. Hits are 6-5 in favor of the Oilers. Obviously, we outscored the Oilers 3-0 in the opening period. Matan scored. It was with Tatar and Yanni Gourde. I did get an assist. I played just in 12.5 minutes. 0 goals, 1 assist, 1 point, +1 for plus minus. Because I was on the ice for Gourde's goal. I have 2 shots. Yeah, H. Fleury, and that's, it might be, because obviously there's Marc-Andre Fleury. There's obviously Marc-Andre Fleury. I think, we don't have Marc-Andre Fleury, but I believe there's this H. Fleury. I think it's like Hayden Fleury or something, and then there's another Fleury, not Marc-Andre Fleury. So there's Marc-Andre Fleury, this Fleury is H. Fleury, and then another Fleury. So that's why it's H. Fleury, and that's why I said on the assist, it said Gourde scored, H. Fleury, and then Vinny J on the assist. So I did the assist. And hopefully, so that's 1 point right there. Fleury has 2 assists. So Matan has a goal, Giordano has an assist, Don Store has an assist, Gourde has a goal, Tatar has a goal, and obviously Vinny J has an assist as well. Yeah, 3-0 in Seattle as we start the second period here in Seattle. Let's get it. Going back in the game, boys. If we don't score any more goals, I'll be fine as long as we don't give up 3 goals. Here we go. Here we go, boys. And we lose the face-off. So center period, Ovechkin got the puck off the red dot at center ice after the tie-up. Here we go. Here's Eberle onside barely. Me below the goal line to the slot, and Smith ended up covering the puck after on my pass. He ended up intercepting it and covering it. 18:47 to go in the second. And looks like Coach will talk to us. See this Fleury right there, 51, and then number 2 on the bench right there, standing up to the left of the head coach for Seattle is Jamie Oleksiak. It says, we're in control, don't let your foot off the pedal. Let's do it. I want to be number 7, but unfortunately I'm number 9 because Jordan Eberle is number 7. Number 7 is my favorite number because of Joe Mauer, who was a Minnesota Twins baseball player in 2018, and then obviously retired after that season. Now he's in the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame. Not the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame, but the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame. Here's Ethan Bear up ahead McDavid, who I already popped once. There's Yamamoto, and it's stopped by Vanacek, and now McDavid hit me, and I lost my stick, and I picked it up because it's not broken, so I can play it. So I hit McDavid, and then McDavid returned the favor. So like I said earlier, I hit McDavid. McDavid just returned the favor. Here we go. Here's Yamamoto, still 3-0 in Seattle to the slow piston, and they score! McDavid! Yamamoto, the Ovechkin, the McDavid, he was wide open, that was my bad. I should have been there. And McDavid is their captain, as the Oilers captain has them within 2. It's just about Ovechkin and Yamamoto. Here's Nurse, Darnell Nurse. Here's Gourde. Pass to me, I just got a hip check. And now I'm injured. No way! No way! That happens every time I did hip check like that, and I'm out of the game. With 14:45 to go in the second, with my team up 3-1, I did hip check by Ethan Bear, and I'm out of the game. And apparently now we're on the penalty kill. Yeah, apparently we're on the I don't really know what happens. But we're up by 2 goals for now, but I'm out for the rest of the game. 4-1 Seattle after 2 periods of play. So that's nice. Only Stan scored again, and we scored again. So we're up by 3 again as we headed the 3rd period. But unfortunately, I get injured. So, but I do have that 1 assist. I have that 3rd period only game. Yeah. So that'll be next episode. Not the next episode, but that'll be the game after this. Hopefully I don't get injured in that game. Obviously it'll be 3rd period only game. Here we go. Hopefully we hang on and win. Hopefully just win. I don't care if it's by 1 goal or 5 goals. And we won 5-3. So and it looks like that 1 goal we scored in the 3rd period was an empty netter. So they kind of came back at the end. They were within 1, or they were down 4-3. But then looks like I think it said Tatar scored the empty netter. Yeah, I can't complain what you did out there. I was injured I missed the last half of the game. So we did win 5-3, and now we're about to play the Penguins at home in Seattle, Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. 3rd period only game. I know you might think, oh, just play the full game. Well, do we? Because here I didn't play the full. We're playing the full game because this was time. So that Penguins game we're playing the full game because Vinny J got injured and he only didn't get to play he only played just like a period and a half, and he still had a period and a half to go. So we're playing the full game against Pittsburgh, which I wouldn't be if Vinny J didn't get injured, but he did. So we're playing the full game against Pittsburgh as the Kraken beat the Oilers 5-3. I did get an assist in that game, and now I have 11 goals, 11 assists, and 22 points. I'm all good because every time I injured, James Sabalski comes on and says, "Oh, he's fine," or whatever. In your rookie year, you don't miss any games except for the game you get injured in. After that, you could be out for more games than the one you were just injured in. Here we go. Penguins are 13-8-2, while we're 15-8-1. And it's a new conversation with the coach, I believe. Is it with the coach or is it with like the? I'm saying I'm in like by the Zamboni because there's a Zamboni behind me. So the coach is texting me about the Calder Trophy race, which the Calder Trophy does the NHL Rookie of the Year. It's more important if we win. Yeah, you're first in the Calder race. Okay. So I have 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. I went 24 games. Keep up the good work. Thanks, coach. So plus 75 management and teammate. It's a full day, like I said, because Vinny J got injured in the last day. I like that Kraken pants, sweatshirt, and hat. If it ever loads, it takes forever. And yeah, so they're 14-8-2 now, and we're 15-8-1. So we're just a little bit better than Pittsburgh record-wise. As you know, let's get into the game. I just said full game because Vinny J got injured in the last game, and then after that, regardless if we win or lose this game, this will be the last game of the episode. So their captain is Sidney Crosby. They also have Chris Letang and Jake Densel and Denny Malton, although he's not on there. They have a better offense and defense, but we have a better goalie. So let's get into the game. Same settings as the first game. The settings won't be changed at all in the series. As I just said, they're 14-8-2. We're 15-8-1, so we're like one game better. So we probably have like 2 more points than them. Probably 2 or 1. I don't know. Let's just get this dub here at home at Planet Pledge Arena in Seattle. Let's watch a presentation. James Sabalski. There's 2 scoreboards in Seattle. You see the 2 right there. Yeah, cross conference, the other conference. The Oilers were in our division. Penguins, well, they're not in our division or our conference. Here we go. And Crosby wins the open draw of the game, or the Penguins do. To Pochek, back the other way. There's Crosby, and he scores! Crosby! 31 seconds into the game, and the Penguins captain scores like I said, 31 seconds in. His 8th goal of the year. And it's 1-0 in Pittsburgh, 31 seconds in. Not a good start for Seattle. It's assisted by Densel and Letang. Here's Giordano. In front of the scorer's table. Slapper score! What a response! Everly! As both teams straight goals in like a minute. And the game's tied as he rifled it past D. Smith, blocker side. And it's a 1-1 hockey game. Assisted by Giordano and Yanni Gord. Now here's Gord. Here's Everly. Got the Giordano. Back to me. Sean! That went through everyone. I don't think it hit the net. Here's Crosby. Those teams straight goals in it was like a minute or less than a minute. Here's Crosby again. And what a hit on Letang. Here's Giordano back the other way. As it did hit by Everly on Letang. Here we go. Across me. Bad! I was trying to send it to the slot. Didn't work though. Now in the corner. Everly bodies someone that did him off the putt. Letang intercepts the pass. 4 minutes into the game. 1-1 game between the Penguins and the Kraken here in Seattle. To the slot. Here's Densel. And it's stopped. Here's Densel down low. Malton. And the one-timer blocked in front. Densel still has it. Pressure by Pittsburgh. Giordano eventually gets it. No, I'm on the. I thought that was me. That was Eberle. I was on the other side of the ice. I didn't realize that. And D. Smith will stop Eberle. 14:01 to go in the first. I thought I was. I got dinged for bad line defense because I have a 0 for plus minus because I got a -1 for Crosby's goal and then a +1 for Eberle's goal. Here we go. 1-1, 8:59 to go in the first. Larson has 2 blocked shots off the tie-up. I'm sure they did the putt, but Malgin does first. Here we go, up ahead, Densel. Poach set that putt away. And eventually, Dord has it. Back the other way, Dord just got hit to Mars. And by the way, the 2 players on my line are Jordan Eberle and Yanni Dord. And the 2 players on the defensive line, which is a different then. Then is I think it's Fleury and Giordano, if I remember right. Here's Fleury right now. And I drew a penalty, and I'm slow to get up, but I got creamed, and I think I blocked my own guy's shot accidentally. But I did draw the penalty, interference on Densel as he killed me in the corner. So I drew the penalty, but now they take me off. But they put me on now 5-on-3 again for 1:15. So 5:18 to go in the first, 1-1 game or 5-on-3 power play for Seattle for 1:15. We win the face-off. And a one-timer, I believe, hit the mask of D. Smith. And now I poached it away from Dumoulin, but he got it back and dumps it all the way down. 5 minutes to go in the period, 1 minute to go in the 5-on-3. Here we go. Back the other way. Yeah, what? What? Well, I don't know what's happening out there, but I just shot it right into D. Smith's glove. I tried to score, obviously. Still 45 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Here we go, and now Crosby has it. Back the other way. Come on, pressure the putt. It's a 5-on-3. And I just bumped him from behind. The defenseman should be backing up. It was literally a 5-on-3. Here's a shot! I just missed the net. No, another shot! D. Smith just flashed his glove on me. Are you serious right now? What? What are you even saying? Okay, I'll be back. So I'm back. I said to let my dogs in, so we're good. I believe Smith just flashed a leather on me or something. So I'm now off 5-on-3 for 20 seconds, though, and then not score 3:18 to go in the first, 1-1 game. Still. It's just taking forever because there's so many penalties, but we just can't score in the power play. Here we go. We're 6-4-0 in our last 10. Here's Larson! And Smith said no. Throws it to Latane, though. And now Densel, 2:40 to play. Here's Malton. Back the other way, intercepted. Now Eberle. Up to me. And why did it go to that guy? I tried to pass at the door and instead it went to the left and it's an icing. Lose the face-off. A shot blocked and a shooter. Why are you passing it right there? I just popped Malton. Eventually we did the putt down of the zone. 40 seconds to go. Looking for a buzzer beater. Out in front. I just got killed. But didn't get hurt. And D. Smith will glove that one as I just shot it right into his chest. 7.5 to go. I'd probably be off. I was supposed to go to the bench when I was... Yeah. So... And in the first period, a 1-1 game.
There's the buzzer. Fans seem to enjoy that first 20 minutes. We'll get to the second period right after both teams get a chance to catch their breath. Stick around. Along with Ray Perot between the benches.
Here we go. Second period, a 1-1 game. Here in Seattle. Hopefully we break this deadlock. We can't score on the power play. We're in the face-off. Eberle has it. Out in front, Larson, why do you just back yourself into the boards? And you just trap yourself in the corner. Here's Gensel. Out in front, Crosby at the goal, 31 seconds in, and Eberle scored like a minute later. Here we go, here's Gord. That's the other way. To me, that's blocked or signed by D. Smith. Here's Eberle. And I passed it right to Moulton. I mean, like, that was my fault. And now he tried to toe drag, I was like, nope, and then Eberle lost the putt. I don't know who this Murray guy is. Here's Moulton, glove save, Vanacek. Cover 16-17 to Dell. They won the face-off. Now in the corner, as there's and now Moulton. I just killed him. And now that's the other way. Now the poach check by me. Murray still has it though. And now Gord has it. Bain pass to me. Across. Oh, in! Shot blocked and bodies. Here's Latane. Here we go. That's the other way, and that's stopped or blocked. Now Moulton. And now I hit a dive. I did a dive block, and I dive block to try to block the shot and taking out someone's lead. So that is a penalty, although it's incidental. And now they're on the power play. 12:51 to go in the period. I don't think they scored, although there's 11 minutes to go in the period. Here we go. Now that's the other way. 2-on-1 possibly. As I just got right out of the box. But now Kapanen has it. Up ahead, Carter. And now I go off as we do tell out the penalty. As we're in the second half of the game, 1-1 game, 7:13 to go in the second. Now 7 minutes to go in the second. And Townend run out the bench and hit the putt. And lose the putt. There's Latane. There's Kapanen. And so they stay in the zone. Let's see, I blocked that. Here's Eberle. And Eberle just got hit to Tomorrow. Play continues though. In front! And it somehow stayed out! As that was, I believe, Gord, and he was said no to by D. Smith. And Gord intercepted that. Here we go. Vinny J still has it though. And he just got hit to Tomorrow. I thought I was going to injure it again. I did injure on like the one in the last game. Here we go, and now that guy just got hit hard. Here, now that guy got hit hard. Out in front! And I did another dive block. Why are you bringing it over there? Here we go, that's the other way. Here's Eberle. To me! And that did not work, as I believe the shot was blocked or something. And I go off the ice under 2 to play in the first, or in the second period. It's still a 1-1 game. They're on the power play for 1:30 and 32, or the Penguins on the power play for 1 minute and 32 seconds to start the third period. But for now, it's the second intermission, 1-1 game. And like I said, the Penguins are on the power play for 1 minute and 32 seconds to start the third. And Beaters were on the penalty kill. I'm not starting, so I don't think I'm on the first penalty kill unit. 16-12 to go in the third, still a 1-1 game. Crosby scored 31 seconds in for Pittsburgh, and then Eberle scored like a minute later. And then since then, it needed to score. I hit the puck right off the ditto here. Almost lose it. And do lose it. Here we go. Here's Crosby. And Crosby got hit hard. Behind the net. Here's Oleksiak. Here's Gord. Here we go, that's Oleksiak with a drive blocked in front. Now here's Marino racing back the other way. Here's Crosby. And Crosby has got trapped. Here we go, here's Gensel. Pad save. Kit save by the goaltender. And now that, I don't know why, how did I not get that pass? Hit my stick and just didn't. Here we go, here's Crosby. Poached that puck away. I actually have it. Here's a breakdown pass. And I did pass. Here we go. Here we go. It was a midst of a change, and it was passed all. I did not mean to pass it all the way back. There's a defenseman back there. And I just got hit hard. I thought I did off. offside, but my energy was in like the red. I slowed it up. So I still have like no points or anything. C for overall, 10-19 to go. 2-1 Seattle with 3:40 to play. Let's go. I'm not sure who got the goal. I meant an empty netter or something maybe when they pull their goal in like 2 minutes. 3 minutes to go. Here we go. That's the other way. Number 8. He got kind of hit hard. Here's Letane. 2:30 to play. 2-1 Seattle. Here's Letane on the left side. Here's Malton up the middle. Oh, it bad, but he got knocked off the puck. I called for the puck, and I turned it over, but at least we got it out. 1:30 to play. They're probably pulling D. Smith soon, man, on this rush. They haven't yet. Crosby fanned on the slapper, and now in front. Crosby from the right in front of the net is stopped. So we host Winnipeg, then we host Columbus, and then I think we're at San Jose, it said. So D. Smith's still in the net. I don't know why. They wait so long to pull their goalie, but 2-1 Seattle, 56.3 to go. Adam Larson has 4 blocked shots, and Everly gets the punt off the tie-up. Here we go, out the other way. Here's Everly. To me. Across. I just got KO'd. And my word, I'm injured again. And then you have this fight between Murray and Giordano. So you have the captain standing up for Vinny J and winning. Let's go, Giordano. Good job. As the captain stands up for Vinny J and beats Murray. I don't know who this Murray dude is, but the captain, Giordano, beats Murray. Ryan Murray, I've never heard of him. I'm injured again. So, there's only 46 seconds to go. And that's the game. Seattle wins. So, we beat the Oilers 5-3, and I got injured. And now I beat the Penguins 2-1. I get injured this time, unlike the first game where I got injured in the second period. I get injured here in the final minute of the third period. Doing both games. I only got 1 assist, though. It was on that first goal, it was on that goal by Yanni Dort in the first game that made it 2-0 Seattle against the Oilers. I assisted on that goal, and then that was it. That was the only point I scored. So that means I only got that 1 assist, obviously, like I said. So I didn't get a goal in this episode, but also got injured twice. First star is our goalie, Vince Vanacek. He was obviously only have that 1 goal. And that was, 31 seconds into the game. As looks like Everly scored that second goal, which ended up being the game-winning goal. Crosby scored the only goal for Pittsburgh, and obviously, no, Everly didn't score that. Who did score it? Everly scored the first goal. Who scored the second goal? Looks like the second goal was scored by Thomas Tatar. Now, the second goal was scored by Tatar, which ended up being the game-winning goal, and then like I said, Everly scored the first goal, and then Sidney Crosby, the Penguins captain, scored the only goal for Pittsburgh. We did win the game, though, beat the Oilers 5-3, and then beat the Penguins 2-1. But again, I got injured again. We're gonna go back to the main menu. That's only the end of the episode. But like, I'm gonna show you what the next episode will be. Like what 2 games it will be. It will be hopefully a full game and a third period only game, but no guarantees. Like this was 2 full games, but I said I got injured in the second period against the Oilers, and then I got injured in the final minute of the third period against the Penguins. But we did beat the Oilers 5-3, and then we beat the Penguins 2-1. So that's good. And it's a win because I'm not injured. I won't miss a game, except for the game I just got injured in, but no additional games. And we won, so. Yeah, new conversation about Giordano. Giordano stood up for me and beat that Ryan Murray dude. The History Museum? Yeah, why not? Yeah. It's some pizza. So teammate plus 150 for teammate. Yeah, I should go to the History Museum after what happened because he stood up for me after I got sandwiched. I was sandwiched in like a weird way. So 25 games played for Vinny J, although he's been injured like 5 times, or more. But he hasn't missed any. You don't miss any games in in your rookie year. If you get injured, you just missed the game you're injured. Like say the previous game, you only missed that game. You don't miss any more additional games. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what the next episode of the series will be. I know this episode I only got that one assist. I got injured twice, and I did hit McDavid, but then McDavid hit me, and like I said, I hit McDavid. McDavid hit me. I got that one assist on Yanni Gourde's goal against the Oilers, and then I got injured in both games. But next episode of the series will be 2 games. First game will be a full game, and the second game will be the third period only game, and it'll be these 2 games right here. These 2 games here on January 12th and January 13th of 2022. The first game, which will be a full game, which is against the Dallas Stars in Dallas, and the second game, which is the third period only game, will be against the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis. And like I said, those games are on January 12th and 13th of 2000. And like I said, that's episode of the series. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, but in this game, it will be 2 games. The first game will be the full game, and the second game will be the third period only game. And those 2 games will be on, the first game will be on January 12th, 2022. And the next game will be on January 13th of 2022. The first game will be the full game against the Dallas Stars in Dallas, and the second game will be the third period only game against the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis. So back to back there as we play the Stars in Dallas and then the Blues in St. Louis. Hopefully I don't get injured at all in the next episode, or at least if I do get injured, hopefully it's only in one game, not both. And hopefully I can get maybe a goal or at least more than 1 assist. But yeah, I'll still take the 1 assist. 25 games played, like I said, for Vinny J. 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. He's a 73 overall. Number 9, Vinny J. A center. He's a sniper. As the Tractor now 16-8-1 on the season. As I'm not sure what place that is in the division, but I think that I'll show it down here at the bottom. It might be hard to see because that's the Central Division, so maybe next one will be the Pacific. And then after that, I'll do the closing for this video. Hope you liked it. Not sure what the Pacific actually is. They might have already shown it. So actually, before I go, let's look at the standings because I think it might have already shown the Pacific Division. But we're 16-8-1, a little bit better than the real life Seattle Kraken. We are in 2nd place in the Pacific Division behind Vegas. As Vegas has 38 points, we have 33 points. So right now we're in 2nd place, like I said, in the Pacific Division. 2 points up on Anaheim, 3 points up on Vancouver, and like I said, we're 5 points behind Vegas. So we're 16-8-1 with 33 points in the season. So yeah, that's been on this channel. I will be might be next episode of my Boston Red Sox franchise, and it'll be the show 21. It might be, it might not be, but obviously you guys will find out when I post the video. And hopefully you have a good Easter, or you have a good Easter, or you had it at this point. Even if I'm putting this up on Easter, it'll probably be late, but hopefully you had a good Easter. And hopefully you have a great week at school or work. Okay, so don't forget, if that's up, don't like button. Subscribe if you have any. Tell your mom, dad, grandmother, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 6 of this Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. See you in episode number 6. I need a lot of bacon and dough Kraken.